Rock Ridge Wolverine Volleyball is on Access 12 TV, Mediacom Channel 12, and the YouTube channel for Channel 12. And we're in the brand new U.S. Steel Gymnasium tonight. The Wolverines take on the Hibbing Bluejackets. A couple of teams looking to stop a couple of losing streaks, and one team will. Thanks for tuning in. How'd you hear we were on with a volleyball match? I was told just a couple of hours ago, so I dropped everything and zipped on out to Rock Ridge High School, the brand new Rock Ridge High School. Came over the hill, played Cleavon Little and Gene Wilder back in 1975, and up, Blazing Saddles on the way through Rock Ridge, and here I am. And here you are, and we've got a wonderful evening. It's Dig Pink Volleyball night tonight in U.S. Steel Gymnasium at Rock Ridge High. Volleyball fans are showing their support for the fight against breast cancer. All proceeds raised during the game will be donated to care partners. There's Split the Pot. There are silent auctions. There is a bake sale out in the Commons area. And we've got a big crowd here on hand for the Hibbing Bluejackets versus the Rock Ridge Wolverines. The Wolverines are 3-8. They've lost 6 in a row. Their most recent win over Two Harbors in the inaugural match here at U.S. Steel Gymnasium. Last week was the dedication of this stadium, of this arena, I should say, of this gymnasium, I should say, as U.S. Steel Gymnasium. Michael Bach and Christy Bartovich were on hand from U.S. Steel to dedicate the new gymnasium as U.S. Steel Gymnasium. The Hibbing Bluejackets are 1-10. I had all that information right here just moments ago, but I do not anymore. There we are. There we are. Yes, so these teams, the Blue Jackets won their season opening match and have not won since. So a couple of losing streaks. One will continue, one will end tonight at U.S. Steel Gymnasium. The band is here, the Poms are here, the student section is here, and the crowd is filing in for what should be an outstandingly loud and enjoyable and fun evening for a good cause, raising awareness and support for those who know people who are suffering from breast cancer. Breast cancer awareness tonight. All proceeds go to care partners. Rock Ridge Wolverines are in the Iron Range Conference with Mesabi East, Greenway, Chisholm, International Falls, and Deer River. Mesabi East is 9-3 in that overall, 2-0 in the conference. The Wolverines are 3-8 overall. I thought at one time, and at one time it is true that the Hibbing Bluejackets were in the Iron Range Conference. Things aren't the way they were anymore. This isn't your grandpa's Iron Range Conference anymore. Football team doesn't have an Iron Range Conference anymore. Volleyball at least has the Iron Range Conference. And the section, somewhat similar, a little bit different than it used to be. They've got Hermantown and Cloquet and North Branch, Grand Rapids, Denfeld, Rock Ridge, and Princeton are in section 7-3A with the Wolverines. I've got a little cough going, little crackly throat. It must be the allergies of September. I get it every mid-September, and I've got it now. Feeling good. Just the voice might give out. That might be good for the viewer and the listener. I may not speak as much as I would like, which probably is beneficial to all those listening. We did do a game a week ago. I was announcing the play-by-play, or the hit-by-hit, or the bump-by-bump, or the set-by-set, and it was declared to be indecipherable and unintelligible, so they said, let's bring them back and let's try it again. So here I am, let's try it again. It's the Wolverines and the Blue Jackets, and now here's our national anthem. The Rock Ridge Pep Band under the direction of Daniel Melby with the national anthem. What will be the first pep song they play tonight? What will be the first pep song they play tonight? Let's put a little gentleman's wager on that. What do you think it'll be? Something by Ozzy Osbourne? Will it be Crazy Train, or will it be a Journey song from the '80s? Well, here are the starters. Let's do this.
Number 1, Isabel King. Number 2, Jamie Phelps. Number 3, Jenna Sacco Lamusta. Number 9, Ariana Ellis. Number 13, Noelle Heaton. And number 16, Jordan Fredette. Starters for the Hibbing. Number 4, Brooke Seikkinen. Number 6, Rhea Matic. Number 7, Larissa Seidel. Number 8, Chloe Pekarsky. Number 10, Sydney Mallory. And number 11, Abby Fink. The Blue Jackets are coached by Lauren Puyu, Nina Kangas, and Mandy Busto. And now, for the Wolverines, non-starter number 6, Number 15, Bryn Rosita. Number 16, Kaden Materi. Number 17, Emma Bird. And number 20, Bryn Smith. Number starters for the Wolverines. Number 2, Ashley Dahl. Number 3, Kylie Monroe. Number 4, Daisy Andrews. Number 7, Zoe Tatum. Number 8, Richard Linton. And number 10, Taylor Morgan. The Wolverines are coached by Amy Farr, Gary Lukowski, and Katie Eskin.
Let's play volleyball. Volleyball, Dig Pink Night in the U.S. Steel Gymnasium at Rock Ridge High School. Oh, what a wonderful night we've got. The pep band is playing. The Palms are here. The student section is outstanding again. Everyone's decked out in pink. All proceeds raised tonight will be donated to Care Partners. Volleyball fans are showing their support for the fight against breast cancer. There's Split the Pot, there's silent auctions, there's big sale. If you're watching this live and not, tomorrow or the next day, you can still get here, buy some cookies or some brownies or something for a treat tomorrow. Put it in the kids' lunch. and try the 50-50 split the pot. It's for a good cause, and for a good time here at U.S. Steel Gymnasium. The starters for Rock Ridge are number 2 Dahl, number 3 Merholt, number 4 Andrews, number 7 Thean, number 8 Charrington, number 10 Morley, Brooklyn Smith the libero. She's number 22. And the serve, Charrington. Goes out, and it's a point for Hibbing. Starting for Hibbing, number 4 is Sikkinen, number 6 Matic, number 7 Seibel, 8 is Pekarski, 10 Mollering, 11 Fink, 3 is the libero Sako Lamuska. There's a point for the Wolverines, 1-1. Brooklyn Smith will take the ball in front of the student section, which is having an outstandingly fun Thursday evening. The left hand serve by Smith. By Fink and Sikkinen over the net. It's Charrington. And a point for the Wolverines. The gymnasium was dedicated 1 week ago. With International Falls, the Broncos were in town for a volleyball match. There have been games and matches played here, but that was the official dedication night. 4 is Daisy Andrews, and then over the net to the Hibbing Bluejackets. Save there by Mollering, Sydney Mollering. There's a Wolverines save, and there's Daisy Andrews for the Wolverines. Hibbing Bluejackets, Mollering, back to Mollering, and Pekarski up in the air and across. Brooklyn Smith, nice volley here as the Wolverines hit the net. Point for the Hibbing Bluejackets. It's 2-2. Sydney Mollering with the serve. She's a sophomore, right hand serve. Brooklyn Smith, Charrington, and Daisy Andrews. And that was Marissa Seibel up high for the Blue Jackets. It's 3-2 Hibbing. I think it's ragweed that I've got the allergy to. Is it ragweed? Is there such a thing as ragweed in these here parts? Asking Eric, the horticulturalist of the crowd. Nice play there, Dahl for the Wolverines. Ashley Dahl, senior, number 2. On Dig Pink night. Sako Lamuska over the net. Brooklyn Smith for the Wolverines, and there's Daisy Andrews, and it's a point for the Hibbing Bluejackets. It's 4-3 Hibbing. See Jesse Bennett on the end line there with the red flag, keeping a close eye. And he'll have his work cut out for him right here as the ball goes into the front row. Rolled back out by the student section over the RR logo to the Hibbing side. Blue Jackets lead 5-3. This game 1 of this match in U.S. Steel Gymnasium. And the right hand serve, Brooklyn Smith. And it's a point for the Blue Jackets. They've opened up a big one, 6-3. It's Marissa Seibel with the serve, right hand. Smith. That's heading out of bounds, and it's a point for Rock Ridge. The officials tonight are, in a moment, Dahl sets it, and Dahl gets the point for the Wolverines. 6-5 Hibbing. Melissa Brisky and Jeff Zubitz are the officials this evening in U.S. Steel Gymnasium. Zubitz with the whistle. And the Wolverines serve. And a nice play there as the Wolverines. Taylor Morley ties the game up at 6-6. It's the first game of the match. Pekarski, nice save. Dahl. Oh, a little confusion there. A little confusion. Krakowski and Charrington. Hibbing point, 7-6 Hibbing. I know how that is. It's how I used to do it at, center field or right field. Who's going to get it? Well, we let it drop, and there goes the guy. Here's a volley over to the Hibbing side, and Dahl. Charrington and Dahl. And it's a Hibbing point, 8-6. Good crowd on hand here. Some kids with some pink hats. Lots of folks with the pink shirts. Smith with the set. Hibbing with the point. I wore my pink-ish shirt. It's pinkish orange, maybe. Salmon is what Eric says. You got some pink in there somewhere? Hidden under the gray. Hibbing volleys it over. Charrington sets Dahl. Goes out, and it's Hibbing points, 10-6. The Blue Jackets lead. Wolverines are 3-8. They last won 6 matches ago versus 2 Harbors here in the gymnasium at Rock Ridge High. And there's a point for Hibbing. Pekarski and Mollering teaming up there. With the serve, it's Brooks Sikkinen. Dahl, Smith into the bench as head coach Lauren Huyu leans to her right, gets out of the way. Lauren Huyu is the head coach. Assistants Nina Kangas and Mandy Husko for the Blue Jackets, and timeout, Wolverines. Wolverines are coached by Amy Quaternick with assistant Kerry Klakowski. This is U.S. Steel Gymnasium. We are looking out across the way. You see the windows. Those look out onto the Washke Family Activities Center at Rock Ridge High School. Just past that, you might be able to see the pool on occasion here as you watch on whatever you're watching it on. Miners National Bank Wolverine Aquatic Center at Rock Ridge High School. And then off to the left, as we see the windows, is the First National Bank of Gilbert Concessions. The hot dog I had was spectacular before the match. There's a point, and it's 13-6. Hibbing with their biggest lead of the game, of the match so far. This is the first game of the match. Brooklyn Smith. And that's a point for the Wolverines. That was Chloe Pekarski. Put too much mustard on that one. One of the pink-clad students from the section was out on the court for a moment, for whatever reason. Ashley Dahl, Charrington, and over. The Blue Jackets set with Sikkinen. And out for a Hibbing point. Morley, Charrington, Krakowski are out there on the court for the Wolverines. Smith. Number 3 is Kylie Marolt. Charrington, and there's Marolt. And the red flag is raised high, and it's 15-7 Blue Jackets. 15-7 Blue Jackets. The right-hand serve. Good serve. And a point for Hibbing. That's Chloe Pekarsky, the server. She's a senior. Maybe it's the pumpkin spice I'm allergic to. Into the second row. Get out of the way. There's a souvenir for someone. Oh, they throw it back. They threw the ball back. Has anyone ever kept the ball? Wouldn't that cause distress amongst the officials? Hey, I got a souvenir. No, come on. Here is the serve, and now we've got it going for the Wolverines. Smith. Sherrington. And they call a Hibbing point, so it's now 18-7 in Blue Jackets. Pekarsky's serve finally ends the serving, and it's Wolverines. Ball with the serve is Taylor Morley. And a point for Rock Ridge. Morley, Kwiatkowski, Smith in the back row. Sherrington, Thean, and Morolt up front. Fink. Out. Thean, Morolt, Sherrington up front for the Wolverines. Sherrington. Morley got it across for the Wolverines. He's saved by the libero. And Smith on the other side. Morolt gets a point for Rock Ridge. 18-11 to Hibbing. Taylor Morley serve. Hibbing point, 19-11. Sakalamuska with the serve. She's the libero for Hibbing. Point for the Wolverines. Kylie Morolt. Zoe Thean celebrating with Morolt for that point. 19-12 Hibbing. First game of the match. Wolverines are 3-8. That ball sails out. 2012 Hibbing. There's a bake sale going on. If you're watching this live and you're not watching it next week, it's, and how could you be unless it is next week, and that's possible if you're watching it next week. Here's a point for the Wolverines. You still have time to drive down through the light rain and try for the split the pot, check out the silent auction items, and the bake sale. Proceeds tonight go to Care Partners. Sakalamuska sets it, and the Wolverines, Smith, Morley, is sicking in, and they save and into the second row. Hibbing points. Sticking in the Pekarsky and Seibel, the front row for Hibbing. There's the serve right into the net. That was by Sydney Mollering, and now it's Wolverine. Kylie Merault with the serve. Merault, the right-hand serve. Pekarski. And a point for Hibbing. Marissa Seibel with the serve. Dahl gets it over for the Wolverines. Blue Jackets send it back. Charrington, Dahl. Point for the Wolverines. Still folks filing into the gymnasium here. It's a good crowd. Good loud crowd. I've said before, volleyball has the loudest crowd of any. If the basketball crowds could be this loud, that would be a fun season. There are also folks outside in the commons area watching through the windows. That's a nice little feature that they've got at the new gymnasium here. Here's a nice volley going. Charrington for the Wolverines. Set by Sikkinen. She taps it again. That was Pekarski. And that's a point for Rock Ridge. 22-16 Hibbing. Nola Kwiatkowski with the serve. Her right-hand serve for the Wolverines. Falls. And Kwiatkowski gets the point for Rock Ridge. Up front for Rock Ridge is Charrington and Dahl and Morley. Kwiatkowski's serve. Hibbing point. Hibbing serve. That was Morley. Point, Hibbing. Oh no, Jeff Zubitz says point Wolverines. Had they put a point on the board for Hibbing? 23-18 says the scoreboard. Blue Jackets leading. Saves it from the sideline. It's Charrington, Morley. (24-18) Hibbing. Chloe Pekarski with the serve for Hibbing. Charrington. Thean. Rock Ridge point. Excuse me. Taylor Morley will serve now for Rock Ridge, trailing 24-19, game one. Jane Phelps in for the Blue Jackets. And the senior Pekarski will have a seat on the bench. And Taylor Morley with the right-hand dribble, spins the ball around, right-hand serve. Right into the middle of the court. There's a set, and out. Rock Ridge point, 24-20. Sakolamusko for Hibbing, and that's the game, 25-20. First game goes to the Blue Jackets in U.S. Steel Gymnasium on this final night of summer. Tomorrow's the first day of fall, isn't it? Tomorrow, at some point, autumn will start. So I hope you enjoyed this. It was a beautiful day, wasn't it? Then it started to rain a little bit, about 6 o'clock this evening. Just to say that's it for summer. Let's move into fall. Let's get a little wet, get a little damp, and a little cooler. And that's what we're in for. Let's hope let's hope it's a slow slide toward what comes next after that. So happy. I don't know if the last day of summer has a term to it, but the fall equinox is tomorrow at some point. You'll know it when it hits. You'll know it when the sun crosses that point and the globe spins in that direction, and you know. As Copernicus decided it would all be. That's how it will all be. And the leaves have started to change. What are we at, about 30%, 30, 40% leaves changing? I drive bus up towards Embarrass. That's what they call it. I drive bus, a school bus for Rock Ridge. And I see it every day, a little bit more every day. The reds and the yellows, it's a beautiful scene. In the Northland, it's a beautiful time of year. And glad to be here in what has actually been a pretty nice late summer. September's been pretty good, hasn't it? We have the fall sports season well underway. The football team is 1-2. They take on Cloquet tomorrow night. I see on the schedule that's at Proctor High School. Is that right? They're playing at Proctor? Okay. Wolverines lost to Grand Rapids. I think it was 27-6 last Friday night. They won their home opener the night that Radine's Field was dedicated as Radine's Field. And they'll be back home, the football team will, for homecoming on Friday, September 29th. I believe that's against Hermantown. Here we have Hibbing and Rock Ridge Volleyball. 25-20. First went to Hibbing. Hibbing with the serve here in the second game of the match. Charrington is there. Smith for the Wolverines. Sickening set it. Hibbing gets the point, and it's 1-0 Blue Jackets on this dig pink night. Goes into the student section, and it's 2-0 Hibbing. It's Bevy Fink serving for the Blue Jackets. Bevy Fink is a junior. And the right-hand serve to the libero Smith. 3-0 Hibbing. The roster, the Hibbing roster, has them has the names in alphabetical order, not numerical order, which is unhelpful if you're trying to figure out who's who. I do know that's Sakalamuska, the libero, and she sends it over the net. Charrington, Marolt, point for Rock Ridge. I don't know if the cough button is working on this microphone or not. I push it. I hope it is. I hope it is. But what my coughing sounds like is the back of a school bus these days. September is a tough month for coughing and kids, and they all get back together. And there's a point for the Wolverines. And all the germs they've picked up over the summer combine again, and they all catch a little something, and then they get over that, and then the season really kicks in, and we all get immune to whatever it is we've all got, and life goes on happily. I think that's the plan, anyway. That's the way it ought to be. There we are, nicely done, and it's set by the Blue Jackets. Smith for the Wolverines, Charrington, and Dahl. To the floor, and that's a point for Rock Ridge. They've tied up this game 3-3. Smith with the serve. It's a good serve, and it may be the first lead the Wolverines have had. 4-3. Timeout Hibbing. You know what they had at the high school this week? Ninja Anywhere. Ninja Anywhere was at Rock Ridge High School this week. Some of those guys might have done it. Some of those guys and girls in the student section with the pink and the sombrero. Some of the guys wearing the skirts, they might have done Ninja Anywhere. It's a course where kids do ninja stuff. I guess whatever that is, minus the intense violence that might be in some ninja movies. It's a lot of fun. It's where they have fun and they push themselves. Rockridge says it's another way that it's increasing access to positive childhood experiences. So that was a cool thing that Rockridge High School had this week on the campus. Ninja Anywhere. Here's Brooklyn Smith with the serve. Left-hand serve with the student section with the loud Get Loud behind them, and Charrington sets it Dahl for the Wolverines. There's a smash by Mollering and a point for the Blue Jackets. Ties this game up 4-4. It'll be Mollering with the serve. Seibel is in the front line. Smith, Charrington. Seibel hit it for the Blue Jackets. The Wolverines. Daisy Andrews. Point for Rockridge. 5-4, Rockridge. With the serve for Rockridge. That's Bevy Fink for Hibbing, and there's a point for the Blue Jackets. Marissa Seibel with the serve, the pink socks. And that's a point for Rockridge, 6-5 Wolverines. Nola Kwiatkowski, Jr. The serve here for the Wolverines, the right-hand serve in the middle of the court. Set there by Sikkinen. Out! Point, Rockridge. Bennett raises the red flag high. It's a 2-point lead here, 7-5 Wolverines. On the front line for the Wolverines, it's Charrington and Morley and Dahl. And that goes out. And it's 8-5. Kwiatkowski serving again. What'd they say? Rockridge point. I think some people said we saw it kick up chalk, but we didn't. Here's Charrington, here's Dahl, and a smash saved by the Blue Jackets, and a point for the Wolverines. Nicely done by the Wolverines and Dahl there, and nearly saved by the Blue Jackets. It's 10-5 Wolverines in this game too. Hibbing won the first one, 25-20. Smith, Kylie Marolt. And there's Brooklyn Smith, and here's Charrington, and there's Dahl. And that's a point for Hibbing. So with 10-6 Wolverines, it's going to be Brooke Sikkinen to serve. Kylie Marolt, Charrington, Morley. Across the way, Kwiatkowski into Smith. And Morley. And a smash by Pekarski. And a point for Rockridge. Ashley Dahl, right-hand serve. She leaps in the air, swats the ball over the net. That's Bevy Fink for Hibbing. There's a whistle and a point for Rock Ridge. And the crowd erupts. Get loud, they say. One guy holding up the sign that says, "Number 2 is better than you." And number 2 with the serve, and she gets the point. She's pretty good there. And it's 13-6 Rock Ridge. Sako Lamuska, the libero on the back row, and that goes out, and it's 14-6 Rock Ridge. There's a point for the Wolverines. And there's a timeout. 60-second timeout here at US Steel Gymnasium. Just hear the crowd erupt with joy, partly because tomorrow's Friday, and partly because it's a good time. These volleyball matches are a good time. Tonight is Dig Pink Night. Proceeds from the bake sale, split the pot, and the silent auctions go to Care Partners tonight. As you can see, pink is the color of the night. Volleyball fans are showing their support for the fight against breast cancer. So 50-50 split the pot. And again, if you are watching this live, you can take it with you. You're watching on your phone maybe, put it in the passenger seat or the back seat of the car, and drive on down here. We're at Rock Ridge High School, the brand new US Steel Gymnasium, and you can get yourself some bake sale stuff. Good! Ashley Dahl's serve. Sherrington. Sako Lamuska, the libero for the Hibbing Bluejackets, then over the net. Diving for it, Lamuska is there, but it's taken by Mollering and Sherrington. And Morley, and a point for Rock Ridge. Rock Ridge is 3-8 on the season. We've got a tournament right here at US Steel Gymnasium this weekend, Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. Lots of teams. Sako Lamuska. Sherrington sets. That was Mollering for Hibbing. Pikkinen, or Pekarski, and Sikkinen on the other side. And that's a point for the Wolverines. Ashley Dahl with the serve again. 17-6, Wolverines lead this. That's a point for Hibbing. 17-7. First game was won by Hibbing, 25-20. I'm questioning myself that the Blue Jackets are 1-10 on the season. They won their season opener and have lost 10 in a row. So I'm looking it up now on the World Wide Web, but of course my phone crashed at that moment. And we've got of course it did. So we're going to go with it. 3-8 Wolverines and 1-10 Blue Jackets. Big tournament here this weekend. That was Kylie Merholt. Fian gets it over the net, and the Blue Jackets attack, and out of bounds, it's Rock Ridge. Point, 18-8. We have scrunched ourselves up at the top row of the stands. There's a nice play by the Wolverines. It's Mollering for Hibbing. Kwiatkowski, Sherrington. That's Drea Matic Smith for the Wolverines. Diving for it, and a nice play by Kwiatkowski gets it over. Mollering for Hibbing. Sherrington for the Wolverines. Kylie Merholt. Set by Bevy Fink. And the point goes to the Hibbing Bluejackets. That was a fun little volley, wasn't it? 18-9, Rockridge leads. Smith, Charrington. Nice diving save, and Pekarski for the Blue Jackets. Almost into the coach's lap. Lauren Huyu slides out of the way. The ball falls. It's 19-9 of Wolverines. Official Zubitz blows the whistle. Bevy Fink, Brooklyn Smith for the Wolverines. Thean, point for Hibbing. Now the Hibbing serve. The Hibbing point. It's Sydney Mollering. Or Bevy Fink, number 11. 3 you see there is Jenna Sokolamuzka. That's Brooklyn Smith in the white libero shirt for the Wolverines. To the other libero on the other side. The smash, and Smith over by Daisy Andrews, point for the Blue Jackets. 19-12, Rockridge. Bevy Fink serve. Nicely done, Kylie Merle, the junior. 20-12, Rockridge. Each one of them wearing the pink socks on this dig pink night. The left-hand serve by Brooklyn Smith. Sokolamuzka. Kylie Merle for the Wolverines. That's Sikkinen. That's Smith. Left-hand smash there by Daisy Andrews. 21-12. Smith serve, that's Mollering for Hibbing. Oh, Smith, nicely done. Kylie Merle, nicely done. And that's Sikkinen for Hibbing. That's out. Or is it? Hibbing questioning. Oh, they changed that. They changed that point, didn't they? I guess that shows, well, it pays to ask. The entire team turned and asked, and they changed it. So there's Daisy Andrews. And there's Hibbing. With the point, it's 21-14, Rockridge. I honestly don't know what they asked, but they all questioned it. They all knew they were absolutely right, and apparently so. Oh, it hit the top, it hit the rafters, and came down and goes across. And now Hibbing sends it back the other way. Brooklyn Smith, Daisy Andrews. Oh boy, that's a point for Rockridge, 21-14. Kylie Merle. Sokolamuzka with the set for Bevy Fink. Smith charges over towards the bench. Sokolamuzka, the libero for the Blue Jackets. Point for the Wolverines. The junior Merle with a right-hand serve. Nicely done. Set by Bevy Fink. Smith, Merle, Sokolamuzka for Hibbing. Brooklyn Smith. And the left hand swat over the net. The Blue Jackets keep it alive. That was Pekarsky for the Blue Jackets. And that was Mollering for the Blue Jackets. That's Mollering again. And that's Brooklyn Smith for Rock Ridge. To Charrington, to Dahl. Sakalamuska. And she'll get it again with a right hand smash. Daisy Andrews sends it across. Good volley here. Hibbing Blue Jackets back over to Charrington. And it falls for a Hibbing point. Daisy Andrews, left hand. It's Fink. That's Drea Matic. Charrington Andrews. They save there. Sikkinen for the Blue Jackets. Point for Hibbing. (23-16) Wolverines. Smith, Charrington, Dahl. Pekarsky for Hibbing. Charrington, Dahl. Hibbing point. They're sneaking back into this one. 23-17 Rock Ridge now. No! Ridge point makes it game point, 24-17. The officials are going to confer on this. I honestly don't know what they're conferring. Eric, you got this one? Yeah? You do know? I don't know. Honestly, when Hugo said, hey, come to a volleyball match, I said, I know nothing.
I have a headache and I'm surrounded by screaming kids.
Well, there you are. And he said, you don't know anything about much of anything, and you talk about it sometimes, don't you? And I said, I guess so. So here we are. What we do know is that that point initially awarded to Hibbing, now Rock Ridge point, game point, 24-16. Hibbing keeps it alive. Charrington, and a smash, Sakalamuska for Hibbing. And then tapped over, and it falls for a Hibbing point, 24-17. I was told by somebody at some point this season that they don't use the word spike anymore, so I'm not saying spike. It's such an 80s thing, she said. Well, so am I. There's a point for the Wolverines, and that's the game. 25-17. Ties the match up at 1 apiece. Cleared the board, 25-17, I believe it was. A lot of folks filing out now, going to the bake sale, I suppose. M&M cookies, I saw some chocolate chip, some brownies. I went to the First National Bank of Gilbert concessions and got a hot dog. And it was tasty. Sometimes you go to the concession stands and you never know what you're going to get. You might get a hot dog that's been rolling around since the Eisenhower administration. Not here. This was fresh and tasty and good, and I might go out there myself. Do I have time to go run down through the stands, past the student section, wait in line for several minutes, and then rush back up here and squeeze myself back into this tight fit of a press box? Eric, do I have time for that? I guess I won't. We do have something of a tight fit up here on the top row. if I continue on my summer-long intense weight gain by basketball season, I won't be able to fit here at all. I'm going to have to sit in front of the press booth if this continues. And if I eat as much of the bake sale as I've already purchased, I'll never fit behind here again. But at least the allergy medicine has kicked in pretty well. It's the allergy medicine talking, Eric. It's the allergy medicine talking. That's it.
Don't fall asleep.
No, I'm too wired up to fall asleep here at this point. The crowd is wonderful, isn't it? The volleyball crowds are better than most. The student section is having one spectacular time. As you can see, it's Dig Pink night. It's 1-1 between the Blue Jackets and the Wolverines. I didn't have time for my usual intense game preparation today. I was called just a little bit ago and said, hey, want to come out and do the game? And I said, well, I just did the one. Did it go over very well? And Hugo said, not really, but let's try another one. And I said, okay, I'll be there. So I didn't have a lot of time for preparation, but I believe I saw that Hibbing is 1-10, and they won their season opener. And they're on a 10-match losing streak, while the Wolverines are 3-8. They've lost 6 in a row, so one of these long losing streaks will come to an end tonight. Right now, it's a grudge match. It's 1-1, 25-20 Hibbing, 25-17 Rock Ridge. Rock Ridge with the serve to start this third game, and is Charrington with the serve. And Hibbing with the first point. Smith dives, Charrington, left hand over the net, that is Fink, and Jesse Bennett with the exuberant pointing of the red flag at the end line, in bounds, he exclaims for all to hear, and it's 2-0, Hibbing. Smith left hands it over to Sako Lamuska, the opposing libero. Point for Hibbing. Rockridge Swimmers and Divers took first place at the 8-team Hibbing Invitational on Saturday. Here's a serve. You can tap the net, comes on over, and it's a point for Hibbing. Up to a strong start in this game 3. Here we go, Rockridge, here we go. Smith, 5-0 Hibbing. In the midst of the pink student section is a dapper gentleman in lavender and a straw hat, like he's from the 1940s. And no one even notices him. It's like he's just a vision of 1940s in the middle of this. Does he even exist? Is he just a vision? Is he just an apparition from some 80 years ago? Here's Smith with the left-hand serve after the Rockridge point. Sako Lamuska, the opposing libero. That's sickening number 4 for Hibbing. Charrington, 4 for the Wolverines is Daisy Andrews, and she gets a point for the Wolverines. As the voice nearly squeaks a little bit there. Bevy Fink for Hibbing. Daisy Andrews, Charrington, Dahl. Sako Lamuska. That's Smith, Charrington, and Morley. Hibbing point. Brooks will serve. Swats the ball down on the floor twice with the dribble. Right hand serve. Point for Rock Ridge. I think Taylor Morley got out of the way of that one, and now it's Kylie Meralt with the serve. Dribbles it 3 times, right hand serve. Sako Lamuska, Bevy Fink. This is Sikkinen. That's Smith, that's Dahl. Sako Lamuska with the white shirt. Charrington, Daisy Andrews left hands it. Save there by Sako Lamuska. And this is Kylie Meralt for Charrington. For Morley. And it's a point for Rock Ridge. Nice set by Mollering, and the point for the Blue Jackets. 7-4, they lead. He's a happy fan, just walked up with a couple of cupcakes for she and her beloved. Spent some money that will go towards Care Partners at the bake sale right out there in the activity center. There's a point for Rock Ridge. Yeah, the Blue Jackets are 1-10. They won their first match 3-1 over Deer River. They last played at Greenway on Tuesday. And here they are now trying to break that 10-match losing streak. We're tied 1-1 at 25-20 to Hibbing, 25-17 to Rock Ridge. In this third game, it's 8-5 Blue Jackets now. They still have the serve. This is Brooke Sikkinen. Hibbing, Ashley Dahl. Saunters back, dribbles 3 times, the right hand serve, high in the air, swats it over the net, Sako Lamuska. And this is Drea Matic for the Blue Jackets. Charrington for Thean. Nice save, Thean again, Hibbing point. Chloe Pekarski, instrumental on the point for that one for the Hibbing Blue Jackets. And she gets the serve now. I think that's number 8. That's number 8, and that's Charrington. Hibbing. Another fan has just walked up into the stands with an entire plate of cookies. An entire plate of a gigantic plate of cookies. Proceeds going to Care Partners. Point there going to Rock Ridge. Don't bring them in here if you can't share with everybody. Isn't that the theme? I think that ought to be. They're nicely wrapped. I don't think she's opening those till she gets home. Looks like the kids will have some good lunch snacks tomorrow. There's a swat. Oh, and that's Mollering with a big save. Here's Mollering again. Back over. Kylie Meralt. Brooklyn Smith watches the ball. And watches a point go the Wolverines' way. 10-8 Hibbing now. And now here's a kid with a Wolverine green t-shirt with a giant plate of bake sale cookies, handing them out to the crowd. There's a point for Hibbing, 11-8. M&M cookies, oh, they look good. Oh, they look good. The bake sale continues. The silent auction continues. Split the pot, don't know when they'll do that. Maybe after this game, 50-50 split the pot. Should be some big dough in that one. With this good crowd at Dig Pink Volleyball Night, and a good point there as Pekarski couldn't dig the ball from the floor. A couple of fans grab the ball, hand it to Charrington. Charrington with the dribble. Dribbles with the right hand twice, 3 times. Right hand serve for Charrington. And Pekarski to bring to Fink. Smith. Who's got it? Marolt, Pekarski, and Fink. And that's a point for Hibbing. 12-9. Yeah, the swimmers and divers took first place at the 8-team Hibbing Invitational on Saturday. The Rockridge swimmers and divers this weekend will be at the University of Minnesota Aquatic Center for a big meet there. Great, that'll be exciting. Charrington Marolt taps it over the net. Fink, Sakalamuska. Here's Smith for Rock Ridge, and there's Daisy Andrews. Mollering for Hibbing gets the point, 13-9 Blue Jackets. Serve hits the net point for Rock Ridge. Looks like much of the Rock Ridge football team is decked out in pink, and they are in the student section. I see many of them. They take on Cloquet tomorrow night. Wolverines are 1-2. They won the season opener over Hibbing, 38-0. On the road against Cloquet in Proctor, I believe, tomorrow night. There's a point for Rock Ridge, and it's 13-11 Hibbing. Then the football team will be back home. Next week is homecoming week. I know a former homecoming king. I asked if he's coming. He said, what now? Am I what? So it didn't sound like he's... We'll try. We'll keep trying. It's got to bring that robe back one of these years. Sako Lamuska, and now it was Sickenin, and it's a point for Rock Ridge. Brooklyn Smith grabs the ball, and she will have the left-hand serve coming up here. Marolt and Andrews and Dahl on the front line here for Rock Ridge. Nice serve, and it's a good point for Rock Ridge. And they've tied it up, 13-13, says the Lundgren's scoreboard. Left-hand serve. Smith takes it, Charrington, Ashley Dahl. Nice save as Sakalamuska. Over to Sickenin. The opposing for Daisy Andrews. And there's Sickenin for again. Smith, Daisy Andrews, the Wolverines number 4, and the Hibbing number 4, Sickenin. Charrington, Marolt, nice save, and a nice play by Mollering again. Cindy Mollering, a sophomore. 10th grader wears number 10. Hope the cough button works. Morley, Dahl, 14-13 Hibbing, Smith, Daisy Andrews, that's Cybel, Ashley Dahl up high for Charrington, and Marolt taps it over. Sickenin, swatted back over. Sakalamuska, tapped over the net, swatted back towards the back line. That was Fink. And Smith, left hand, and it bounds to the north. And out of play. Where's the ball? Where'd the ball go? Here it comes rolling back. 15-13 Hibbing. Brooklyn Smith, Daisy Andrews, point for the Blue Jackets. Marolt to Charrington, back to Marolt. Sakalamuska. And then up high, and it's a point for Rock Ridge, 16-14. Fink sets it. Wolverines continue with Daisy Andrews. Sikkinen over to Seibel. Rockridge point 16-15. Jessie stops the ball. Kylie Merold has it. She will serve. The leg kick. The serve. Fink sets it. Dahl, Charrington. Daisy Andrews with the point for Rock Ridge. We're tied, 16-16. Right hand serve by Merold. The opposing number 3, Saka Lamuska. And now it's Pekarsky. Smith. Merold. Set by Fink. Hibbing point. Sikkinen. Brooke Sikkinen. She's a junior. Now the serve by Marissa Seibel, the right-hand serve. Dahl for the Wolverines. Charrington, Daisy Andrews left hands it. Fink sets it. Dahl sets it for Charrington. Dahl slams it. Cross. There's Morley. Dahl just taps it over. Hibbing point. 18-16. Blue Jackets. Dahl. (19-16) Hibbing. That's Dahl. For Rockridge. (19-17) Hibbing here, game 3, tied 1-1 in games. Sakalamuska's number 3, the libero. Dahl sends it across. Fink sets it. Charrington with a nice save. There's Smith. Pekarsky. Sakalamuska dives for it. Pekarsky. Smith. The whistle blows. Point for Hibbing. 20-17. Charrington, that's a point for Rockridge. This Saturday, Rockridge Volleyball has a tournament here. Whole bunch of teams. That's what makes a tournament, a whole bunch of teams. I think that's the definition. There's a point for Rockridge, it's 20-19. And then on Tuesday, the Wolverines are at Hermantown. Saturday the 30th, there's a tournament at Centennial, and that will consist of, you know, a whole lot of teams. Sakalamuska to Fink. And into the net, we're tied 20-20. Ashley Dahl with the serve, high in the air. The serve, good point. Rock Ridge, they lead 21-20. Pekarsky with the serve for the Hibbing Bluejackets. They're 1-10. They won their season opener. Rock Ridge leads now 22-21. Sherrington. Back over. Point for Rock Ridge. Bryn Rosinka is number 15 in the game now. She's on the front line with Meralt and Sherrington. Here's the serve, 23-21, Rock Ridge. Saved by Sakura Lamuska. That was Rosinka. Here's Rosinka. And a point for Rock Ridge. Game point, 24-21, Rock Ridge. Bailey with the serve. Fink, Smith, Sherrington, Meralt. Comeback in that game for Rock Ridge, and they win it 25-21. It's 2-1 now. We're having a good time here in US Steel Gymnasium. The crowd's having a good time. The Rock Ridge girls tennis team took first place in the 8-team Hibbing Invite last weekend. Their next match, I believe they're still undefeated. They had a couple of matches this week. And I believe they're still undefeated. Their next match is tomorrow afternoon versus Bemidji in beautiful scenic Virginia, Minnesota. You know things are getting raucous when you got the great legendary rock and roll band Europe on the loudspeakers.
I appreciate you doing the game. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, great. Somebody said she appreciates me doing the game. And you, Eric, thank you so much. Anyway, Europe, the legendary band Europe. Name another song that Europe does. You're a music guy. You know, Final Countdown and, well, we'll stop there. I can't either. But you know, if you get one, that's really all you need. That's Europe. Oh, it split the pot. It split the pot. I love that the fans here have trays of cookies, containers of cupcakes. They're all checking their tickets now for Split the Pot. They've enjoyed some of the silent auction and putting some of the bids in the silent auction. I know the brand new mini golf course in Virginia, Greens on 14th, has a gift card or two in the silent auction. So that's in one of the containers. Greens on 14th, by the way, open until maybe this time in October, maybe later, at least a month more to go. In fact, if you play around, the next round you play is half price. So remember that. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram and greenson14th.com. for all your outdoor fun activities. Here we are indoors at US Steel Gymnasium at the brand new Rock Ridge High School. What are we, 3 weeks into high school of this brand new school, and things are going swimmingly, I say, as I look across the way at the Aquatics Center. That's called the Miners National Bank Wolverine Aquatic Center at Rock Ridge High School. Just to the other side of the Washke Family Activity Center at Rock Ridge High School. We are underway in this fourth game. Point one goes to Hibbing. It's 2-1 Rock Ridge in this match. First was Hibbing 25-20, then Rock Ridge 2 in a row, 25-17 and 25-21. This is how game 3 started. Hibbing took the first 5 points, and here they take the first 2. But in game 3, you'll notice the Wolverines came back to win. Here's the serve. Charrington, Rosinka. Now it's set by Mollering, and that's a point for the Wolverines. 2-1 Hibbing. Brooklyn Smith with 3 left-hand dribbles, and now the left-hand serve. Nice line drive serve. Nicely stopped there. Sikkinen puts it across for Hibbing. Charrington, Dahl with the left hand. It's a point for the Blue Jackets, 3-1. That has momentarily silenced the student section crowd. It's a sea of silent pink right now. Ready to erupt at this point, and they do. Not quite the eruption I was thinking of. 3-2 though, and the Wolverines now with the serve. This is Kylie Merle. The whistle blows 3 times as a substitution comes in for the Blue Jackets. Now Merle set 3 more dribbles, the right-hand serve, and Sako Lamuska, the libero, for the Blue Jackets. Here's Smith. Andrews, point for Rock Ridge. I was mistaken. Point for Hibbing. Did I say Rock Ridge? It's now the Blue Jackets serve. Marissa Seibel. I was mistaken. It's a good thing I don't declare that every time I'm mistaken, because the phrase "I was mistaken" would be the most common phrase used. There's a point that goes out, and or a ball that goes out, and it's a point for Rock Ridge for 3 Hibbing. I was mistaken. Nola Kwiatkowski now with the serve for the Wolverines, right in front of the student section, which is now back into eruption mode, and it's a tie game now, 4-4. Kwiatkowski will get the ball back, and she will serve. On the front row, it's Dahl and Charrington and Morley for the Wolverines. Here's the right-hand serve by Kwiatkowski. That's Fink for Hibbing. All the way back, nicely played. Morley to Smith, and here's Kylie Merle. Sako Lamuska. Fink sets it. Smash, point for Hibbing. It's Sikkinen. Look, Sikkinen. It's a serve by Seibel. Fink. Drea Matic, smash. Here's Smith. Kylie Merle. Drea Matic, point for Rock Ridge. 5-5. There's a handsome fella with the pink shirt. The pink, back 100 years ago we called them Zuba pants. I don't know if they call them that anymore. Zubas, do those still exist? He's got the pink hat, the big thick pink lei. He might be ready for best dressed of the evening. Although I do like the lavender clad, straw hatted man from the 40s, which I think is just an apparition, doesn't really exist. No one has really acknowledged him, but he's walking around. It's kind of odd. Chelsea the red flag to the sideline. It's 6-6. Hibbing serve Pekarski, Chloe Pekarski. Right hand serve, nicely done, Charrington. Rosinka, Charrington. Sokolomuska. It was Drea Matic for Hibbing. Nicely played by Sokolomuska. Smith. Good volley here. Sydney Mollering. But the play continues. Murault across for the Wolverines. Murault diving for it. Can't reach it. Hibbing point, they lead 7-6. Pekarski with the serve for the Blue Jackets. That goes out. Rockridge point, 7-7. On the court is Rosinka and Charrington and Murault. Smith, Kwiatkowski. I think that's Rosinka. No, Morley. 8-7. Hibbing. Jenna Sokolomuska with the serve for the Blue Jackets. They lead 8-7. Trail in the match 2-1. Charrington to Murault. Sokolomuska on the ground for it. Goes into the scorer's table though. It's a point for Rockridge. I thought. What is that signal? Do over? Okay. Smith. Charrington. No point was awarded. It's Charrington and over. Fink. And Sydney Mollering again for the Blue Jackets gets the point. Hibbing point again, 10-7. Timeout, 10-7 Hibbing. Rockridge boys soccer, actually Mesabi East area, was 1-8-1. They beat North Branch 5-2 last Saturday. Lost to Grand Rapids this week 2-0. Saturday they take on North Lakes Academy. Where is North Lakes Academy? Has anyone heard of North Lakes Academy? I'm going to look up North Lakes Academy. I don't have any idea where that is. You know, it used to be they had schools that things change, for crying out loud. North Lakes Academy is way down by Forest Lake, for crying out loud. How about that? Well, they're in Forest Lake. Okay, so there we are. We've learned something new tonight. North Lakes Academy has a soccer team. They'll be playing here, or at Mesabi East, against the boys soccer team on Saturday. Nice. That took up the entire timeout. Here we are with 10-7, Hibbing with the lead. And now it's 11-7 Hibbing. Sokolomuska, number 3, white shirt. Pink ribbons around the calves. Pink ribbon in the hair with the right hand serve. Smith saves it near the student section. And that's a good job there on the volley for the Wolverines. That goes out of bounds. It's 11-8 Hibbing. Sherrington with the serve. Sakalamus, good Jenna there. I might just call her Jenna from now on. She celebrates as Hibbing gets another point, 12-8. Bevy Fink will serve now. Races towards the line, leaps in the air, serves the ball, goes out, point for Rock Ridge. Into the front row, the sombrero-clad, pink-shirted Rock Ridge student sends the ball back into play. Served by Smith. Jenna sends it up towards the net, hits the top of the net, and Sherrington saves it. Continuing the volley there with Sicken in for Hibbing. Goes out of bounds, Rock Ridge point. 12-10 Hibbing. Left-hand serve by Brooklyn Smith. Jenna, Bevy Smith, and then Seibel. Sydney Mollering with the serve now. Pink shoes and big pink socks. Not big, just a lot of pink covering the ankle. All right, we'll stop right there. There's a point for 14-10 Blue Jackets. Smith, Sherrington, Daisy Andrews. Rock Ridge point. Good crowd here on a Thursday night, the last day of summer. You know that? It's the last day of summer. Some of us find that to be sad, but some like the changing of the seasons. There's a nice play, and it's a point for Rock Ridge. And it is kind of a slow changing of the seasons this year, isn't it? It's slowly. September's been fairly nice, kind of gliding into fall. And let's hope it stays that way. There's a point for Hibbing. Found the open corner. Nobody there. It is 15-12 Hibbing. In the match, 2-1 Rock Ridge. Hibbing 25-20, then Rock Ridge 25-17 and 25-21. The right-hand serve, and Smith is there at the end line. Daisy Andrews will hit the line. It kicked up chalk. Nola Krakowski. Jenna Bevy Fink. Tap back over. Oh, nice save. Marolt, Sherrington, Ashley Dahl. Hibbing point. It's an exciting evening at US Steel Gymnasium. One long losing streak will come to an end tonight. Hibbing's lost 10 in a row. Rock Ridge has lost 6 in a row. Here's the Hibbing Blue Jackets serve to the Wolverines. Goes out of bounds on the return, and it's Hibbing point 17-13. Sherrington for Rock Ridge. Krakowski, Sherrington, Dahl, Hibbing point. Big lead now, 18-13. Timeout, Rock Ridge. With the score, Hibbing 19, Rock Ridge 13. Rock Ridge leading in the match 2-1. Their next game or match will be this Saturday. Well, the tournament here at US Steel Gymnasium. And then they travel to Hermantown next Tuesday. Girls soccer team, well, Mesabi East area girls soccer team is 1-7. They played Walker this afternoon. That's Walker, Hackensack, Akeley, I believe. I think there's a Hackensack in there too. Did they play in Hackensack? Well, I think they played at Mesabi East. Well, whatever it was. Don't have a result. Haven't seen anything on the scoreboard tonight on that. And then tomorrow, the girls soccer team plays at Grand Rapids. Wonder if a lot of folks have come here from the Chili Cook-Off. The Chili Cook-Off was at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center in Virginia. I think I've seen a few people racing for the exits and then down to the right for the restroom. So maybe those folks had been at the Chili Cook-Off and they're enjoying the exciting volleyball match this evening. There's the right-hand serve. Here's Charrington for the Wolverines, then Dahl. 19-13 Hibbing after the timeout. And the volley continues. Dahl to Charrington. Nola Kwiatkowski over the net. Bevy Fink. And the point goes to Hibbing 20-13. There, and it threw the Wolverines off 21-13. The point goes to the Blue Jackets, and they serve in this fourth game of the match. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Bevy Fink to Pekarski, Ashley Dahl, and here's Fink. There's Pekarski. Smith, Kwiatkowski for the Wolverines. Bevy Fink again, and into the net, and it's a point for Rock Ridge. Point for Rock Ridge, 21-15 Hibbing. Number 2 is better than you, says the sign. 2 serves. Good serve. Bevy Fink sets it. Dahl, number 2. Rosinka over the net. There's Pekarski. Rosinka, Charrington. Then Morley, Pekarski for Hibbing. Back to the end line, Charrington, Rosinka, out. (22-15) Hibbing. Pekarski with the serve. Chloe's right-hand serve, whistle blows. Substitution. Rosinka will go out. Nope, they're not going to let Thean come into the game. Serve goes out of bounds. 22-16. Now Thean comes in, and Rosinka will sit. Is it all okay? Can we do this? Can we do this? Yes. It'll be Thean and Marolt and Charrington on the up at the net there for the Wolverines. And after the serve, that's Sydney Mollering again for Hibbing. (23-16) Hibbing. Mollering has been outstanding. Jenna's serve goes into the 7th row of the student section, and the Hibbing crowd erupts with joy as it's the game point of this fourth game of the match. 2-1, Rockridge leads it. Here's the serve. Smith. Sherrington. Point. Good. Well, it goes down to 5 now. 25-20 Hibbing, 25-17 Rockridge, 25-21 Rockridge, 25-16 Hibbing. There we are, 2-2. And we move on to the fifth and final of the evening. Enjoy this. There won't be another after this. This will be a fun one. At 8:31 in the evening, we've had ourselves a rousing good time here at US Steel Gymnasium. Chuck Berry hits the loudspeaker. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew we'd end up with that? That's pretty good. Who has got the playlist tonight, I wonder? Very nicely done. It's a really good crowd here too. It's a Dig Pink night. Volleyball fans are showing their support for the fight against breast cancer. All proceeds raised during this game will be donated to Care Partners. There has already been split the pot. Silent auctions, I think, continue out there at the Washke Family Activities Center. And the bake sale, I think, continues at the Washke Family Activities Center as well. We've seen folks in here with huge plates of cookies, cupcakes, brownies, bags and containers full of baked goods, and they all look spectacular. So, for a good cause, a lot of money raised for Care Partners. Tomorrow night, the football team plays Cloquet, it says here, at Proctor. And then a week from tomorrow, a homecoming football game. Rockridge Wolverines will play Hermantown at Radine's Field at Rockridge. The Wolverines are 1-2. So are the Lumberjacks. So that ought to be a good one tomorrow. Right? That ought to be a good one. It's like when there's a good pitching matchup. It's Verlander against Scherzer. Wow, it ought to be a good pitchers matchup. And then it ends up 13-11. So you never know. You never know what to expect. Let's try to travel to Proctor and cheer on the Wolverines tomorrow night. Here we go. 2-2 here. This is the deciding game of the match between the Blue Jackets and the Wolverines. Good volley here to start it off. And Smith will set it for Andrews. There's Jenna. And she sends it across. And Daisy Andrews has it for Charrington. And the cross set by Bevy Fink. Fink for Sikkinen. And it's a Hibbing point. Wolverines are coached by Amy Quaternick. The Blue Jackets are coached by Lauren Uhuyu. Smith, Charrington, Andrews, Pekarsky for Hibbing. Jenna sends it up high, and it's the Rockridge point. Smith with the left-hand serve. Bevy Fink sets it for Sikkinen. Seibel was there. Unable to do anything with it. It's 2-1 Rockridge in this deciding game of the match. 2-2. Jenna, Bevy. Marissa Seibel, back to Jenna. Across by Sikkinen. Charrington to Dahl. And a point for Rock Ridge, 3-1. Serve goes out, 3-2. Have some people actually left? Would you leave a 2-2 the deciding? This is to decide it. We've had enough volleyball for the night. I think we'll just go. They must be out there in the activities center looking over the baked goods and the silent auction items. Well, we've got ourselves a good match going right here. And the Blue Jackets send it across, and it's a point for Hibbing. I was at a baseball game once. It was Twins Tigers, and it went into extra innings. And someone I was with said, "Well, that's about enough baseball, right?" They played 9. I said, "What are you kidding? Dozier hit a walk-off," and I said, "Now do you?" And there's Jenna with the save, and she sends it across. Morley for Charrington, Daisy Andrews, and a point for Rock Ridge. Merle with the serve. And it ends up right behind Lauren Huyu, the head coach. So that's a point for Rock Ridge. Very iron range. Huyu, spelled H-U-J-U. Jenna Sakalamuska. Merle, Charrington. And Morley for the Wolverines makes it 6-3. Timeout. 6-3. The officials doing a stand-up job tonight. Melissa Brisky and Jeff Zubitz. Student section doing a stand-up job as well. They haven't sat down all night. Just an outstanding, passionate atmosphere cheering on the Wolverines, hoping to end the 6-game losing streak. Guess I'd call it a 6-match losing streak. You know what I mean. They've lost 6 in a row. Hibbing's lost 10 in a row. Something's got to give. Merle with his right-hand serve. Jenna there. Bevy Fink. And Marissa Seibel. And it's a point for Hibbing. Sicking in there for Hibbing. And Marissa Seibel takes the ball into the back row, and she will serve. And she does. Dahl. That's Sikkinen. That's Daisy Andrews. Morley for Hibbing. 10 is Mollering, who's had an outstanding match so far. She watches that one though fall inbounds, and it's a point for Rock Ridge. Nola Krakowski with the serve. Bevy Fink sets it. Sikkinen. It's Charrington. Merle. Jenna saves it there. Bevy Fink. Sikkinen. And Sikkinen will serve. Ashley Dahl, Sikkinen sets. Mollering out. 8-5 Rock Ridge. Why is Hibbing wear gray instead of dark blue? I wonder. The dark blue numbers. Just occurred to me an hour and a half into this. There's Pekarsky for Hibbing, and it's a Hibbing point. Zoe Thean, the sophomore, going up high for the smash. 8-6 for Rockridge. Pekarsky serve. Meralt, Charrington, Morley, point for Rockridge. Now we've got one guy carrying another guy on his back. It's just a blast. Well, he set it down before the camera could reach it. Thank goodness. Oh, I love the fun they're having. Here we are, Morley with the serve. Oh no, Hibbing point. This game decides it, 9-7. Wolverines lead it. Here's Jenna Sacco-Lamuska with the serve. Charrington sets it for Meralt. There's Meralt for Smith. Zoe Thean. Fink. Mollering for Hibbing. Charrington for the Wolverines. This is Fink setting it for Mollering. Saved there by Morley to Charrington to Meralt. The volley continues with Pekarsky and Mollering. Saved by the Wolverines. Pekarsky, Fink, Mollering again. Saved by the Wolverines. And it's a point for Hibbing. That was exhausting. 9-8, Rockridge. Jenna Sacco-Lamuska with the serve. Nicely done, Morley. And Zoe Thean, point, Rockridge. Charrington serve. Pekarsky for Hibbing. Tapped over. Charrington Hibbing point. 10-9. Hibbing serve. Smith. Charrington. Nicely done. Hibbing point. Debbie Fink serving for the Bluejackets. 10-10 in this deciding game. Charges towards the end line. Serves the ball. Inbounds, says Bennett. And it's 11-10 in Hibbing. Timeout. Wolverines are 3-8. The Bluejackets are 1-10. Wolverines play in the Iron Range Conference with Mesabi East to Greenway, Chisholm, International Falls, and Deer River. What conference then is Hibbing in, he asks. The Lake Superior Conference with Superior, Cloquet, Grand Rapids, Hermantown, Proctor, Denfeld, and Marshall. Well, isn't that interesting? Hibbing, farther from Lake Superior than the Wolverines, are in the, here's Benny Fink with the serve. Oh no, that goes into the crowd. And Hibbing has a 12-10 lead. Charrington, Thean, and Meralt on the front line. Smith, Jenna Sacco-Lamuska, Bevy Fink. Oh, that was a nice play by Charrington. And Thean sends it across. Jenna Sacco-Lamuska, Bevy Fink. Mollering with the point. Serve, Pekarski, Fink, Seibel. Here's Daisy Andrews. Jenna Sakalamuska to Bevy Fink, back to Jenna. Send it across for Andrews. She watches it fall for a Rock Ridge point. Smith serve, left hand. Fink to Pekarski. Smith, Charrington. Pekarski for Hibbing. Bevy Fink and Mollering. Point Hibbing. She gets those points. She is exuberant. 3 high leaps in the air. Now she has the ball. 4 right-hand dribbles. And she will serve. The right-hand serve. This is Sydney Mollering with the serve. Smith to Charrington to Ashley Dahl. Nicely done. 14-12 Hibbing. Rockwood serve. It's Kelly Merle. Fink sets. Seibel. Too much mustard on that one. It's 14-13. Merle serve. Morley was there for the Wolverines, and that ties it up at 14. Merle serve. Bevy Fink for Hibbing. Smith. Charrington. Dahl! Pekarski saves it. Fink sets it up. Charrington, Smith, and Daisy Andrews. And it's a Hibbing point. Marissa Seibel serving for Hibbing. Smith, Charrington, Daisy Andrews. Bevy Fink sets it up. Charrington for Ashley Dahl. Pekarski. Dahl, Smith. Back to the back end line. Bevy Fink up high. Over for Matic. And this is Charrington. Nice save by the Blue Jackets. And back across. And this is Smith. Dahl. Pekarski saves it. Hibbing continues the volley. Bevy Fink to Pekarski. Smith for the Wolverines. That's Charrington. Here's Dahl. That goes out. It's a Hibbing point. And it's a Hibbing game, and it's a Hibbing match. 16-14. As the fans file out, satisfied that they saw an outstanding match tonight in U.S. Steel Gymnasium, Hibbing comes out on top 3-2, 25-20, 17-25, 21-25, 25-16, 16-14. Hibbing snaps their 10-game, 10-match losing streak. They are 2-10. Rockridge falls to 4-8. There's a tournament here. We'll see some good volleyball here at Rockridge High School U.S. Steel Gymnasium this weekend with the Wolverines and several other teams. Maybe we'll do another. If people liked it, maybe they'll say do another volleyball match sometime. Maybe we will. There'll be a football game tomorrow night in Proctor versus Cloquet. The Wolverines are 1-2, so are the Lumberjacks. Something's got to give there, and that'll be some good times. Tomorrow afternoon, the girls' tennis team plays. This is all if you're watching this live, by the way, versus Bemidji in Virginia. Final tonight, Hibbing defeats Rock Ridge. What an exciting match, what an exciting time at US Steel Gymnasium. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching the action here on Access 12 TV. See you next time. Have a great evening, drive safely, and hug your kids. Bye, everybody.